The Rome-Floyd County Chamber of Commerce is pleased to recognize 7 young professionals under the age of 35 who are already proving to be outstanding leaders within our community. These young business professionals have shown exemplary abilities and capabilities benefiting their companies, businesses, and organizations alike, yet willingly generous with their time and talents in serving others. These remarkable residents of Floyd County exhibit exceptional qualities that will not only serve in their chosen careers, but also shaping the future leadership of our community. Here is the newest class of Exceptional 7 Award winners for 2021.
I was born and raised here in Rome, Georgia. I was actually born at Floyd Hospital. I attended Darlington School from pre-K all the way through 12th grade. After graduating Darlington, I attended the University of Mississippi. After graduating from Ole Miss, I moved back here to Rome for a little while and started my career at Panera Bread. I started working in their marketing and catering department, which led me to Atlanta. And after working at Panera for a few years down in Atlanta, I then started working in economic development for the Cobb County Chamber of Commerce. And I worked there for a few years and I loved it. It was so neat to see how a chamber can impact a community in such a positive way. After working at the chamber for a few years, I worked for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society on their Man and Woman of the Year campaign. That was a great opportunity to really see how volunteers can make a difference in the world. We had so many wonderful volunteers raising millions of dollars for cancer research, so that was a really neat opportunity. In 2018, moved back to Rome and now and took my position that I currently have at Darlington School. I am the Assistant Director of Boarding Admissions. I work a lot with our international students. My job gives me the opportunity to travel all over the world and talk about Darlington and Rome, and it's been really great. I love working at Darlington and living in Rome and really diving into this wonderful community. It has been such a great opportunity to be involved here at the Rome Chamber of Commerce. I have loved being a part of the Young Professionals program. It has just been such a wonderful opportunity to meet new people, to learn more about the businesses here in Rome, just to watch Rome grow. And I'm looking forward to seeing what we can do in the future to help Rome be a better place.
I arrived in Rome because my husband got an email that said we were going to be stationed here. He was the Air Force recruiter here for 4.5 years, and when we got to Rome, one of my industry connections in the framing industry told me about Meek's Picture House and how they had recently closed and that there was an opportunity in the market. So after talking to several vendors and talking to several of the connections I have in the industry, we decided that it would be a good time for me to start following my dreams of opening a frame shop. Our frame shop, we cater to both residential and commercial clients, meaning that we do framing for houses or we can do framing for a business. We specialize in everything from shadow boxes to textiles to pictures to canvases, shadow boxes, really anything in between. And we also offer large format printing in addition to our framing, which helps us in the corporate framing world. So we're able to print pictures of really large scale and then frame them and then hang them for the businesses. When we started, we immediately joined the Chamber of Commerce. We reached out to several groups so we could start making friends and acquaintances and business connections in the community. And once we let the community know that we were interested in being a part of it, not just being a business in it. We were interested in being a part of this community. People have helped us spread the word. People have been so very supportive, even through the craziness that has been the last 2 years. We wouldn't be where we are without the chamber. It's just, they've sent us connections, they've sent us customers, they've helped us network. I just have to say thank you to the chamber, because if we hadn't have made that connection, we definitely wouldn't be where we are right now.
I'm from Chatsworth, Georgia, so just about an hour northeast of here. And so I graduated from Murray County High School in 2009 and started at the University of Georgia in Athens right after that. I grew up in an agriculture program and on a farm, and so I knew that from the get-go that I wanted to go there and I wanted to major and become a teacher. And so I decided that I was going to take a summer class at Georgia Highlands. They were the only ones offering it in a short amount of time, and so I jumped in that class in Rome. And lo and behold, if I didn't meet a Cave Spring guy in that class, and got to talking, and he was at the University of Georgia as well at that point in time, and so we were both in the agriculture college but had never connected, but that class gave us an opportunity to do that, and so the rest is history. We got married in 2015 and knew from the start that I wanted to live in Cave Spring. So after graduating with my master's at the University of Georgia, I stayed around until 2015, and so a job opening was coming up at Pepperell High School. Mr. Kerry Harris had been teaching at probably 30 years by then with the agriculture program there, and so he was retiring, and I thought that it was coming up, and of course fate worked out that it ended up that I was able to apply and receive that job. So I've been teaching at Pepperell for 6 years now with the ag program and advising the FFA chapter there. So I tell people that I teach agriculture, so automatically your brain probably goes to plants or animals or something like that, which is true. We do have a greenhouse where our students and I raise plants that we sell to the community. We do have 2 goats that we have at our property that we take care of, and so we do talk about animal science. We teach an animal science pathway. And then I also teach an ag mechanics pathway, which includes woodworking and electrical wiring and welding and small engines and all kinds of fun stuff. So when I go to school every day, like today, I would have gone to school and taught about beef cattle and small engines and electrical wiring and plants all in one day. Working with the Floyd County school system, I have close contact with our college and career academy, with the administrators over there, and they're always super helpful with anyone who's coming in to talk about colleges or careers or opportunities that are within the county and within the city that we're able to take part in as far as matching our students up with jobs that are coming open or future opportunities if they decide to go to the college pathway. So just having that partnership within the school system has been reassuring as we try to figure out if we're teaching those students skills that they actually are going to be able to use in the future. And so we have a great industry here that regardless if a student wants to go that college pathway or wants to go straight into a career, we are able to. I can say when a student's learning how to weld, you can go out right now and Rome in Floyd County and find a job. And so thankfully the chamber is able to post those jobs. So we do as a class go through, and that's, you guys are one of the websites I use to show them how to go through a job application and to see the description and all the details that they need to know. So it's a great resource that the chamber provides of listing those jobs out, so our students are able to see that what they're doing in class can definitely transfer to a career for the rest of their life. It is a great honor, especially not growing up in Rome and Floyd County and being a transplant. It does, at times, but it's just one of those places that you automatically feel at home, and I felt like that from the get-go. So it's definitely not something I was expecting for sure, but very honored to be able to even just be nominated.
I came to Rome when I was 9 years old, and it was a culture shock and a wonderful experience at the same time because we relocated here from California. And I remember the first experience that really solidified that I was in a southern town was when someone on the playground at school said, "Go down yonder," and I had no idea what they were saying. But since 9 years old, I have really assimilated to Rome. I love being from here. I claim Rome all the time. I graduated from Darlington in 2004, and from there I went to Georgetown University because I was very interested in politics and doing social good. So when I graduated from there in 2008 with a degree in government, and I minored in Spanish and studio art. And after I graduated, I worked in the Dominican Republic. I wanted to go somewhere that was, one, warm, where I could blend in. There were other people of color like me, and where I could speak Spanish and really hone my skills with the language. And Dominican Republic had all three of those. And while there, I received and won a grant for $15,000 to implement my own independent mural project that engages youth through the arts and allows them to really voice who they are to the community through mural art. And that's when I really knew that I could dedicate my life to this passion of mine. And I have been doing that ever since 2010. And I always have dreamed about bringing such entities or projects to Rome. And I am so happy to say that I have painted 3 murals independently and started Rome Mural CoLab with my colleague Mayo. And we are just well on our way to beautifying the spaces here and using mural art to engage our communities and unify us and create conversation. It takes a lot of vision and ambition to do a mural because a lot of the murals that I've done are large scale. If it's a community-based mural, well, that requires engaging the community from the beginning and asking them who they are, what their vision is, what do they want to communicate. And then that information goes into the design that I create. I think the most gratifying thing is knowing, because I'm a public artist, that there will be people who see what you do and you're communicating something from your soul to another soul. And I think that's just a beautiful process. The Rome Chamber of Commerce is, I think, a great organization. I have really been in a relationship with them since I came back to Rome after college, and they have always been such a major support of my endeavors. I've done other art-based and community-based projects, and they've just always been supportive and have opened the doors. And I just think that it's such a wealth of knowledge and opportunity. I am so proud of Rome and our progress, and I'm so happy to contribute my talents, and for someone to recognize that is just, I don't know, I guess I don't have words. I'm speechless in a way, but it makes it come full circle. It makes what I do and the intention behind it really worth it.
I was born and raised here in Rome, Georgia. I graduated from Rome High School in 2011. I started working at Ford Gittings and Kane Jewelers in January of 2014. I found quickly from working there that I grew a love for the industry, and seeing my bosses, Jan and Alice, how they talk to customers and the knowledge that they have, it just made me eager to learn more about the industry. I started attending continuing education classes every spring and fall in Atlanta at the Atlanta Jewelry Show, and when I started doing that, it really gave me a hunger to continue to learn more. I became a registered jeweler this past year, so that was one of my biggest goals when I started at Ford Gittings and Kane in 2014. Now I am moving on to become a certified gemologist, so I'm pretty excited about that. Ford Gittings and Kane has been involved with the Chamber with Business Expo since the very beginning. So since I started there in 2014, I've been a part of Business Expo, and that's one of the events that I look forward to every year. And just being involved and meeting people has really been, it's been huge. It's a great place to be. Rome is a great community, and we have great people here that just love helping one another, and the Chamber has so much to offer for anybody that wants to be involved. It's been an honor, and I'm very thankful that people think I'm worthy to be an exceptional young professional of Rome.
I was born in Atlanta, moved to Rome when I was about 6 months old with my parents. My dad's from Rome. My mom grew up in Rockmart, so about 20 minutes away. Went to Darlington school for my entire life. Was an Eagle Scout with Troop 113. After high school, I went to the University of Georgia, where I majored in finance and real estate. I graduated from there in 2009 and had a brief stint in Rome after that, helping my parents open what's now known as Knight's Garage. After that, I pursued a career in real estate in Atlanta for 8 years or so, but always felt the calling to come back to a small town. And in 2018, my dad gave me the opportunity to come back here to start running Knight's Car Store. I was very excited to move back to Rome. I always had it in the back of my head that I would move back to Rome. I always had it, it's kind of in my blood. The car business has, been in my family, I guess, since the 60s. And I always knew in the back of my mind that I would end up here. And I've really enjoyed it. It's a big change from real estate. I had no experience in the car business. I started primarily buying, so handling all of the inventory issues that we have over at Knight's Car Store, and then eventually started to kind of handle more of the day-to-day operations. When I came back, my dad was the general manager of Courtesy Ford, so it gave me the opportunity to work with the general manager at the time to kind of transition over to where I was managing, and then I guess in 2019 is when I stepped in and started running it along with my dad. Yeah, so we're a full-service automotive dealer. We have a used car lot selling primarily 2012 to 2017. Vehicles priced between $8,000 to $17,000, and then we have a full-service automotive department in the back that handles general maintenance and repairs of vehicles, structured similarly to what you see with the franchise automotive dealers, but we don't have that franchise tag. We're locally owned and independent. We've always had a very good relationship with the Chamber. They've always helped us out a lot. My parents, throughout their time here, have worked very closely with the Chamber, and we try to attend as many events as possible, and they've really helped us along the way. To be named an exceptional 7, young professional, it just kind of recognizes our involvement, I guess, with the Chamber, and then our involvement with the community as well.
I was born in Atlanta, but I claim Rome as my hometown. We moved here right after I had just turned 8, and so I went to school here, first at St. Mary's and then later at Darlington. After high school, I went to Presbyterian College, which is in South Carolina. After PC, I went to Mercer Law School in Macon, Georgia, and I went there on the Georgia Scholarship. And I graduated in 2018 and took a job at the DA's office here in Rome, Georgia. So as an assistant district attorney, I handle all sorts of criminal cases at all stages of the proceedings. And one unique thing about Rome is we don't have specialized units like some cities may have a theft crimes unit. But in Rome, all of the ADAs handle all types of cases. So I get a wide variety of different types of cases, everything from shopliftings and things of that nature to drug crimes, even to crimes of violence like murder. We get to interact with a lot of different people, and there's a really great feeling when you are able to help someone. Sometimes we interact with victims, and I really enjoy when we're able to bring them some closure or some peace through working with them. I'm a member of the Young Professionals group, so I enjoy being able to attend those meetings and gatherings. I also help out with the High School Leadership Rome for their law enforcement segment, and I've done that ever since I moved back to Rome. And last year we were able to give a tour of the courthouse, and they were able to speak with one of the judges, and I talked to them a little bit about my job as an assistant district attorney. I really enjoy working with the high school students, and they always get such an exciting and energetic group, so that's really fun. I also work with high school students at Pepperell. I coach mock trial there. I also mentor students about college applications and scholarship applications. And we recently filmed a mini-series entitled College 101, where I took some questions from high school seniors and then kind of came up with answers and also gave them some how-to steps, such as for resume building, what to write their scholarship essays on, and what to expect from a college campus tour. I really love Rome. I was excited to move back to Rome. I had been away for school for almost 8 years, and I'd also lived abroad as part of a study abroad experience. So I enjoyed my time away, but it was also time to return to Rome and to not only get to return here, but to be considered for this in my hometown, a place that I love so much, is just really wonderful.
Congratulations to all the exceptional 7 award winners for the class of 2021.